It's a battle of winless teams today in week 5, but before we hop into the action, we've got a few re-signings. Our first little wave here, starting with Josh Uche. Keaton Mitchell would also sign a 2-year deal right after him for less than $10 million. Jalen Reagor after that, and then Mac Wilson would be the 4th player. Got a lot of people up for re-signs this season, but those 4 are ones that I feel like we definitely want to keep around for at least a season longer. Taking a look now at the Saints, they're led by Derek Carr at quarterback, and now here Alvin Kamara. At the running back positions, very solid all-around back there. Chris Olave, obviously a very good young receiver, one of the many that we seem to have here in the NFL these days. Not great there at the tight end position, but of course you have one of the more interesting tight ends in the league in Taysom Hill. Offensive line, you gotta like what you see there for the most part. Pretty weak at that left tackle spot, but Ryan Ramczyk here at right tackle lost his superstar development, but still a really good tackle. Cam Jordan, still a very good player at the age of 34, has turned into more of a run stopper, but still has some good power moves for sure. And then a couple of young guys here. The other edge spot, Brian Brzee, the most current number 1 draft choice of this team, has a lot of upside there in interior pass rush. Demario Davis, just a model of consistency at that linebacker spot. Very, very solid, can do everything on the field. Stop the run, play the pass, cover a tight end, whatever you need from your linebacker, he can do it. Marshawn Lattimore, been an awesome corner since year 1 of his career and continues to be good. For the Saints, Honey Badger, still kicking it here in year 10. Had a 90 overall, and Marcus May, solid safety as well. So that's this Saints team. Let's see how we plan to defeat them. Taking a look, they're a little bit better passing the ball, so we'll try to stop the short pass there. In terms of what we want to do, they're pretty terrible everywhere. And this week, of course, we got the return of Bijan Robinson, so I wanted to give a boost there to the run game. And, with him back, hopefully get some explosive runs there. I think that's going to be a big part of our offense if we want to win today, which, of course, I do. I don't want to be winless, and just based on this schedule, I think this is one of our better opportunities to win. I mean, it's an 0-4 Saints team. Let's go ahead and try to pick up our first win today. Bijan gets his upgrade up to an 86 overall, gets an acceleration. Last time he got a speed, so he's up 1 speed and 1 acceleration already here. About to play just his 2nd career game. Very excited to have the best player on our offense back on the team. We're going to be at home once again. 3 straight episodes at home. That's just how the cookies crumbled here early on in the schedule. But definitely want to see us on the road at some point in the near future, but it's just not going to happen today. Kellen Mond versus Derek Carr. That's the sort of high-profile matchup everyone wants to see here. And this, game could have some major draft position implications by the time the season's done. Still way too early to say. And that's why I'm still absolutely rooting for a win, just because we're too early in the season to say that this win could cost us any draft position. And as much as, I want that high draft pick in the next year, I also don't want to be historically bad. So if we can pick up a win here, that would be great for us. Kellen Mond had a bit of some turnover problems here in the beginning of the season. Would like to see him clean that up today. I actually liked what I saw from him in game one when Bijan was on the field. And so I wanted to give him at least one more start with Bijan before we decided to make any quarterback change. Of course, Matt Corral is waiting in the wings, and if we see some continued turnover issues from Mond, he could certainly be inserted in the lineup, but I want to give him a little bit more chance to prove that he can run our offense, and he does a good job there. Hitting Tyquan Thornton on the in-breaking route. Gain of 12. Fullback into the backfield here on first down. Mond back to pass again. Quickly finds Jalen Reagor for a gain of 9.5. Like the quick decision making there. Reagor, of course, just signed him to a 2-year contract prior to this game. He's getting a little chippy already here with New Orleans. Both teams not having a great start to the season and probably looking at this game as an opportunity to pick up their first win. Mond throws a strike there to the sideline. Max Williams hauls it in, and it's 3 for 3 early for Mond. A sharp start. Has us at midfield. Fullback into the game once more. We're going to fake the give to Bijan. Mond rolling around, just going to dump it down to the fullback. Might as well just throw it away there. Loss of 3. Wants to keep that completion percentage up, I guess. Tough spot here. 2nd and long. Under center. The give is to Bijan, and he's got some space on the outside. And that's going to be a first down. Welcome back, Bijan Robinson, to the lineup. Get us out of that tough 2nd and long spot. In Saints territory now. Mond, we've seen a lot of under center action to start this game. And here Mond's going to go down. Mike Remmers there allowing the sack, but Mond just took a little bit too much time there in the pocket. Thought the initial protection was there. Mond tried to extend the play and could not do it. Here he goes underneath to Max Williams for a short gain. Still 5 for 5, but just 28 yards now. He's starting to go heavily on these underneath routes, bringing it up 3rd and long. From the 42, would like to at least pick up something here to get in field goal range, but we're going to pick up all the yards we needed and more. Preston Williams over the middle has first down yardage. Now 6 straight completions from Mond. Very sharp start. He's done a good job, for the most part, reading the defense downfield. Of course, took that sack. But liking what I'm seeing overall, that 3rd and long conversion. Good sign there. Play action here on first down. Mond, he's going to take off and run with it. He'll gain 3. Under center again, we've got 2 tight ends on the field for 2nd and 7. On evading to his left, throwing on the run, and it's knocked away by Werner. Going for O.J. Howard, who's also returned from injury. Have not seen him yet this season. Got 2 backs, Mitchell and Bijan, in the backfield here. Kellen Mond steps up in the pocket. He's got room past the sticks. Goes down here inside the 10. 1st and goal on the first drive of the afternoon. Been slow and steady down the field today. And I like what I'm seeing. Why is Cam Jordan lined up at the 4-yard line? 4 yards past the line of scrimmage in a 3-point stance. And drop it into coverage. What was that formation? Oh, the 3rd run of the first drive by Mond. Another minimal pickup on that one. We'll bring in 2 tight ends here. Give it to Bijan. He gets stacked up at the 4. He maybe had a chance there if he could have faked May out. But instead, we've got 3rd and goal. From the 4-yard line, can we punch it in? It's been a very long drive. And we're going to do just that. Jalen Reagor over the middle makes The grab in traffic. And Memphis marches straight down the field. Of course, had that 3rd and long conversion. And we end up getting the 6 points. I liked what I saw from Mod for the most part in that first drive. Wasn't perfect, but I liked just what the offense has shown. When Bijan has been on the field, we just seem to be a totally different offense from when he is not. Derek Carr also has a negative touchdown to interception ratio this season. Hopefully we can make that just even a little bit worse today. Play action to start the game for New Orleans, and going deep downfield, he had Olave open with Abram in coverage, but it's gonna fall incomplete. Lucky break there to start the game for Memphis. 2nd down to give to Alvin Kamara, and that's gonna be a minimal gain. 3rd down now for New Orleans. Can we get off the field quickly with a 3-and-out forced? Carr throws a strike over the middle. Olave had to dive to get it, but he is that caliber of receiver to haul those in. Missed him on 1st down, but they connect here on 3rd. Got some separation on that in-breaking route. Guarded by Gonzalez. Fullback into the game here. Seen a lot of under center and fullback involvement here between these two teams early on in this matchup. A little bit more chippiness here between Kamara and Abram. Fullback remains in the game for New Orleans here on 2nd. It's another give to Kamara, and Mac Wilson was right there. Make sure he did not get much on that play. Another 3rd down opportunity. These teams run the same playbooks. They also have the 2 backfield. And that one almost picked off by CJ Board on 3rd down. It's going to be a stop by the defense here. You got to imagine here at midfield they punt. That's exactly what they would do. Mond trying to hit Bijan on the check down, but was just offline with it. Second down. Give to Bijan. Now's probably a good time to mention I've reduced the audio here because it is really choppy, and I don't know what happened in the recording, but apologize for the choppy audio here as Cam Jordan just destroyed Paris Johnson on that rep. Gonna get to Kellen Mond and force the 4th down. Unfortunately, because I was sick over this weekend, I couldn't release any episodes. I got a little bit of recording in, which means next episode also has the same choppy audio. But I'll make sure I have it fixed before my next recording session of this series. So I apologize. We're going to have choppy game audio for the next couple of episodes. And don't really know what caused it there, as that is a brutal drop from a really good receiver there. Carr hit Olave right in the hands. Maybe he was scared of an incoming hit that just really wasn't honestly even there. That brings up 3rd and 10. Carr protected enough, but couldn't find a man that he wanted. So the defense gets another stop. The score will remain 7-0 as we get the ball back here. Bijan slices and dices for a gain of 6. He's got 5 rushes for 25 yards here in the first quarter. This could be the last play of it here. Mond goes over the middle, and that was a contested catch, but it's made by Williams. Carr threw it right where not Carr. Mond threw it right where it needed to be. We might get one more play in here. Yes, we will. It's going to be a give to Bijan for no gain. And that's going to end the first. Memphis still ahead 7-0 here. A little bit more pass heavy than I would like, but I haven't minded the pass plays we've been running, so I'll take it. Bijan with the give here to start the second, trying to truck through somebody, and he did a good job of it. Pickup of 7 on the play. Balanced pass and run there. That is not matching what the graphics said on the end of the first quarter graphic there. If it's balanced like that, then yes, I'm absolutely a fan of it, as we see a nice throw to the corner from Mod. Still liking what I'm seeing from him early on in this ball game. Plenty of room. Great protection there. And Mon with another throw past the sticks. And another first down. Jalen Reagor this time on the reception. Offense once again looking pretty sharp on this drive. 2 tight ends on the field here. Gonna fake the give to Bijan. Throw it to the flats, just avoiding the sack. Gonna be a minimal gain, but still that play could have been much worse. Nice job getting it quickly to the check down there. 2nd and 9. On with time again. Not finding anything he likes. Eventually gets the throwaway off. 2 plays in a row. Mon has done a good job avoiding the sack. Although on that one, I think he could have remained in the pocket just a little bit longer to see if something came up. And Bijan had 3 blockers, but none of them blocked Davis. He just went right in the middle of those blockers. It's going to be 4th and 1. An interesting decision what Memphis will do here. They will keep the offense out on the field for 4th down. Just over a yard. Call it a yard and a half on 4th. And Mon, well protected. Gets it to the 2. Preston Williams comes up in a big spot once again. On the run there. Had the patience in the pocket that you like to see. And now 1st and goal from the 2. Saints very heavy on the lines, but it's not going to matter as Bijan is going to dive in for the touchdown. The game cut through his celebration, so we're going to have to get a replay ourselves here. As you see, the game cut off right there. But Bijan, a touchdown in his return. Uche could not get the tackle there in the backfield. As Juju Smith-Schuster on the Saints roster via our team cutting him. But big play there. Uche could have had a nice TFL there, but couldn't wrap up. Carr getting some pressure. Anthony Jennings going to bring him down for a big loss. 2nd and 21 coming up. That's our first sack of the ball game. Just did a nice job there on the stunt. Carter occupied 2 Saints offensive linemen and let Anthony Jennings come in untouched. Beautiful play design from our defensive coordinator there. 2nd and 21, bringing a little bit more pressure here, and it's going to force Carr to throw offline to a receiver that he definitely had over the middle of the field there. 3rd and very long now for New Orleans. Carr gonna go down. It's gonna be Josh Uche, the first one there. He's only gonna get the half sack, but a nice job. When you have those 3rd and longs, you really want your pass rush to tee up and not let the offense get those long developing plays going. And that's exactly what we were able to have happen for us this time around. Defense still not allowing anything to this New Orleans offense quite yet. Almost a pick and then almost a catch there on 1st down. In the end, it'll fall down harmlessly for 2nd and 10. From the gun. Mond with it. He's going over the middle. Jalen Reagor hauls it in. We've seen some really nice throws over the middle from Mond today. Getting a lot of production from that area of the field. Already 50 yards here in the first half. Rager on 4 catches. Mond. Rolling out. Feeling some pressure from Granderson, and he will go down. Granderson's second sack of the game. Second and very long here. If we can just get maybe half of this. Mons. Ill-advised throw there. Could have been a turnover. We've seen a couple of plays that could have been turnovers here on this drive. Not been a sharp one for us. 3rd and 22. Just going to run a screen, and we're not even going to complete it. So, not a good drive here this time around for the offense. Decent punt, though. Going to start New Orleans at the 16. Throw to Taysom Hill across the middle of the field. Brings up 2nd and 4. Give to Kamara from the gun, and we were all on top of it. No gain there. Going to bring up 3rd down. Carr. From the gun, they're going to pass it here. No surprise. And it's over the middle to Kamara. Broken up by CJ Board. 4th down. Coming up. 4. New Orleans, and we get the ball here. 4:47 left here in the second. Bijan stopped up for no gain to start the drive. Jordan Phillips injured on the play. Second down. Mond trying to evade left. He does it, and he finds Max Williams past the sticks. He's got catch and run yardage inside the 30. A big play. Looked like there could have been trouble there for a second, but he was able to evade out left. Get the throw on the run. The physics don't line up there for sure. But hey, it's a big play for our Thunderbirds. Play action. Mond steps into a throw, and it's picked off by Lattimore. He threw it into double coverage. And the Saints are going to have it at the 22. Things were going so well. We got lucky on the previous play, but it looks like the luck went back in favor of the Saints. He got hit as he released there. But that was just an ill-advised throw all the way. And so New Orleans going to trot back onto the field here after creating their first turnover and the first of this game. Screen set up for Kamara. The blocking is good. Going to ultimately get 6 out of it. Nice job by the defense to fight through those blocks. Give to Kamara. Big hole. Gets the first down. Thought that could have been an even bigger play, but a nice tackle there by Hartsfield. Carr from the gun. Throws it over the middle to Taysom Hill. Gain of 7. We've held Carr to just 4 of 11 here to start this game. You got to like what you're seeing from the defense. Carr into the flat. That's a big time gain. A.T. Perry on the reception there. Josh Uche not feeling so good. Going to the trainer's table over there. Doesn't look like he'll need to go to the locker room though, which is a good sign for us. 2-minute warning approaches here in the second quarter. Kamara. That run's going to get us to it. Solid gain of 5 on first down. Saints looking to put some points on the board prior to halftime. Memphis showing some pressure here up the A-gap with this defensive look. They're going to bring it, and the run is going to be successful off of it down to the 20-yard line. Is Alvin Kamara up to nearly 5 yards a carry here after a couple of nice ones here on this drive. I don't like that we only have one player top of our screen guarding 2 Saints. We'll see if that comes back to bite us here. If Carr ever snaps the ball, which he does here now. It's going to be a run to Kamara and another big one for the Saints. You'd think they'd maybe be wanting to pass the ball a little bit more here, but they're running and our defense is not prepared for it. Now under a minute left in the half. Carr throws to Kamara, but it's going to fall harmlessly on the ground. Could have been a big play for New Orleans. Instead, they've got 3rd and 2. Kamara lines up in the backfield next to Carr. He's going to throw to the flat to him, but that play had no chance. He basically led him right to the sideline, and Kamara had no room to operate. So New Orleans will have to settle for the field goal here with under 40 seconds left in the half. New Orleans finds their first points. And that would be it for the half. Our offense wouldn't really get too much going there. And here you have it. Those halftime stats definitely looking pretty favorable for our Thunderbirds, and that's reflected here on the scoreboard. Saints get the second half started with the first down to Juju over the middle. Quickly up to the 36 here. Big package for New Orleans. They're going to run play action off of it. Carr has all day, but the time eventually runs out, and Jalen Carter, the first one there, got off his block, and he's just a little bit too fast, faster than you're probably used to seeing from that interior defensive line spot. Carr could not evade it. Of course, Anthony Jennings comes and steals a half sack because he's very good at that. Always looking to get that half sack when he can, that he doesn't deserve at all. Carr gets some of that yardage back here to bring up 3rd and 14. Still a tough spot, but at least seems a little bit more possible than what they had going for them on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to go down again. Terrell Lewis, the first one there. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for New Orleans and a stop for the defense. Counter give to Bijan. He's fighting through some tackles and gaining 4. Not a great average for Bijan, but we definitely seen some good runs from him in this game. Offensive line just not the best, so sometimes he's getting tackled at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Mond is protected. He's going downfield for Preston Williams. He holds on through the contact. He's got 4 catches in this game, and we've done a nice job finding him over the middle. Mond throws with confidence, and he's got Tyquan Thornton. It's been a lot of in-breakers in this game, and they are working very nicely for us. This time it's Tyquan Thornton involved. Big play there. Need to zip that one through all those New Orleans defenders. That's exactly what he did. Mond, fullback in the game, gives to Bijan Robinson, but he's not going to be able to evade the Demario Davis tackle. It's a tough guy to slip past, for sure. 2nd and 12. Faking the give. Mond over the middle again, and downfield is Max Williams. He's got catch and run yardage all the way to the 10. Looks like we'll have 1st and 10 rather than 1st and goal here. But just a lot of confidence here from Mond to throw over the middle of the field on this defense. Seems to be something that Coach Smart liked our matchups over the middle, and we have been exploiting them consistently. 3 tight ends here on the right side of the formation. We're going to the air. Come on, to the goal line. Broken up. Looking for Rager on that one. Now we're going a lot more spread out here on 2nd and down. Mond doesn't like what he's seeing. Steps up. Finds Thornton for a gain of 6. Now we've got 3rd down. Keeping everything spread out here. It's going to be another pass. It's going to be towards the middle. Broken up. Took the one-on-one shot on the slant route with our big slot receiver in Preston Williams there. But ultimately, we will settle for the field goal. Do not mind that 3rd down play call at all. I think we got ourselves a good shot at the touchdown there. It just didn't work out for us there. So we'll settle for 3 and take back that 14-point lead. Kamara with the give to start this next drive. He fumbled it late, but it kind of looks like he was probably on the ground prior to that one coming out. I would guess just based on the timing of the fumble. Seemed he was probably on the ground, and yes, he definitely was. Ground cannot cause a fumble. So New Orleans should keep this one on a review. Our offense is coming out, though. Are they not going to review this? Okay, they will. It just took forever to decide that they were going to review it. And as expected, it will be overturned. Second down. Carr. There's a free blitzer, and it's Anthony Jennings. He has 3 sacks, although he really should have 2 today. And that's the second time he's gotten just untouched to the quarterback. Nice scheming some pressures up here from our defensive coordinator in this game. That is a beautiful throw to the sideline from Derek Carr, his best of the game by far. And New Orleans is up past the 40 after just getting sacked the previous play. Carr, all the time in the world, eventually runs out, and he's going to throw it away. Coverage held up there on that one. Second down. Kamara, he's getting past 1 tackle, but not going to get much else there. And that's the danger of the 2nd down run. If you don't get really anything, you're putting yourself in 3rd and long, which is what the Saints got here. Carr evading and just going to throw it away on 3rd down. So the defense going to get off the field. Gonzalez shrugging there. Wondering at that throwaway on the 3rd down from Carr. Keaton Mitchell. Haven't heard his name called much today, but do like to get that second back involved just a little bit. He'll gain 3 there. Fullback in. It's a give to Bijan. He's going to gain 4 more on top of it. They're in short now for the offense, looking to avoid a 3 and out. It's going to be the 3rd straight give. Keaton Mitchell tried to cut it upfield, but Demario Davis was there once again. He's been good against the run for New Orleans here. It's going to be a 3 and out Memphis. Carr. He's going over the middle and almost has it picked off. Troy Pride Jr. was right there. Second down now. Carr back to pass once more. Going to the sideline again. And off the mark once more. Sean Wade in coverage. Can the defense force a 3 and out of their own? Here, Carr throws it away again on 3rd and long. Some Questionable decision making by the veteran here. Mond looking to try to set up a screen there, but Bijan just could not get out of the backfield. So that's going to bring up second down. Quickly thrown over the middle, but it's knocked away incomplete. So third down, both offenses kind of slowing down here lately. Neither can get anything going, but we've still got a chance here on 3rd and 10. Mond, that was a wobbler. Don't know if that one got tipped, but it's going to be a second consecutive 3 and out for our Thunderbirds. From the 32, faking the give to Kamara. Carr going deep with it, and it's caught by Michael Thomas. Contested catch, and Thomas came down with it. A big play for New Orleans. And I think there's a bug in Madden because they have the defensive backs celebrating on big plays for the offense sometimes, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, why is Abram celebrating on that play? There's no reason to. You just got... It wasn't him that got mossed, but the team just got mossed. Carr to the flat. Broken up by Abram. There, yeah. Celebrate that one. That's a time to celebrate. Forcing the incompletion. 2 tight ends on the right side of the formation. It's going to be a give to Kamara, and the defense held firm there on the defensive line. Third and 9 from the 20. Carr getting chased and just throws towards the sideline again. That's been Carr's go-to move here on 3rd down, and it's going to bring out yet another field goal for New Orleans. So the defense going to keep the Saints out of the end zone for at least a little bit longer here in this ball game. Gonzalez hits the easy field goal, so it's 17-6 now in favor of our Thunderbirds as we are just about to start the 4th quarter. Under center, the gives to Bijan and Demario Davis once again, man. Oh, no, that was Isaiah Foskey. 55. Not 56. And that's going to end up being the last play here of the 3rd quarter. Memphis looking good through 3. Just got to finish out this game, and it'll be the first win under Coach Smart for Memphis. Mitchell. He's got some space on the edge. Shakes off Marshawn Lattimore. Gets pile driven into the ground. But not till he gets to the 34-yard line. By far his best run of his 3 carries in this game. Bunch formation here on the right. As we drop back to pass. Mond. Just going to throw it away here. Not a bad decision there. As the defensive line was closing in on him. Second down, the give to Bijan, patiently waiting for a hole. Ends up picking up 9, a beautiful run there. Did not think that one had much going for it. We'll be getting 9 from it. Maybe 8.5. Going back to him here, letting him finish off that first round, and that's what he does. And I was worried for another Bijan injury. Can you imagine if he got injured again? Instead, it's the Saints' first-round rookie, Brian Brzee. Fullback in for Memphis here. Mond under center. It's going to be a fake give, drop back pass, and it's going to be the fullback Watt. Getting 9.5 on first down. Don't call his name a lot, but gets involved on that play. Give to Bijan. Just looking to gain that extra half yard we needed. Didn't get much more than that, but we do get the first down. Now in Saints territory. Give to the outside. Bijan, again, showing some patience there. We'll gain 4. Second down. Give to Bijan once more. He's getting a lot of volume here on this drive now that we've reached the fourth quarter. Third down. Both backs in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Come on. Downfield, and it's got Keaton Mitchell on the wheel route. He's going to score the touchdown. A big play. Monta Mitchell on this one. Explosive play on third down. Just absolutely blew past Demario Davis. Throw was just a little behind, but not enough for it to create much of a problem on the play. A big touchdown for the rookie running back. Downfield, Carr with a nice completion to Juju to start their next drive. Saints trying to get into the end zone today. Mon from the gun. Throws it out towards the sideline. Taysom Hill with the catch. Second down already near midfield here. Kamara with another big run. The run defense not been super great, but the Saints haven't gone too much with the run. That's Kamara's 12th carry only. I mean, the Saints have been down by multiple scores for the majority of this ball game, so it's easy to excuse them for not running the ball too much. But man, it has been better than their pass game today. I'll say that. I think pretty easily. Second and 7. Carr. Protected. He is going to go down, though. And Fernie Jennings this time gets the half stack stolen from him. He's up to 3.5. But I'll take Jalen Carter getting himself a half sack there. Just a really awesome game from Jennings here. Of course, also had the breakout last game, which he got start of. He's got to be towards the top of the league in sacks, you've got to think. And we're going to get another one on Carr here. This time it's Uche. There. 4th and 28. The Saints are keeping their offense on the field, but things are looking dire here. Carr. Downfield. And they converted on 4th and 28. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, man. Chris Olave on the vertical route just beats Pride there. And now they're in scoring range. All right. Respect, man. That run's going nowhere. Down to 5 minutes left in this ballgame. The Saints don't score soon. You've got to think that the Memphis Thunderbirds are going to come away victorious. They're taking their sweet time here. Gonna be an all-out blitz. Mac Wilson gets to the quarterback untouched and gets the sack. The sack's really starting to pile up here for our defense. Defensive line's been hunting here in this second half. We didn't have that many sacks going into halftime, but man, we have piled them up now. And we're gonna get another. This time it's 4th and 32. There's no way they convert 2 of these, right? There's just no way. I think that also brings Anthony Jennings up to 4 sacks. He has like 2 solo sacks and then a bunch of half sacks. That one he actually did deserve the credit for, though. Deserve the credit for a couple of them. Carr towards the sideline. It was well short of the sticks. And was it caught? I think it was. But with that failure, that would pretty much end this ball game. 4 minutes left, 6-24, with our offense getting it. 24-6 would end up being the final score of this game as well. And the Memphis Thunderbirds have their first ever victory. And just like I was saying last episode, I wanted to see Mod one more time with Bijan in the offense before I made any quarterback change, and this is why I wanted to do it, because he looked really good when Bijan was on the field, just like he did in week 1. Only 3.3 yards per carry for Bijan, but we definitely saw the value he added. He had a couple of really nice runs there. Rager with a touchdown, and then of course Keaton Mitchell as well. Remmers allowed a couple sacks. Paris Johnson allowed 1. Had some pancakes in there as well. TFLs, it's going to be an insane game for Anthony Jennings. Yeah, 7 TFLs and 4 sacks is what he gets credited for. But a bunch of guys out here making plays on our defensive front. They absolutely ate this game, and they had an awesome game. Ryland hit his lone field goal. An all-around good performance. I liked what I saw both from the offense and from the defense in this one. And that's why you get the score that you saw there. Ahead of week 6, we would get a breakout scenario for Mack Wilson here against the Las Vegas Raiders. And so we'll try to get him up to star dev, just sign him. So if we could get that contract for a star dev player, that would look even better. In terms of what we're going to do here, we're going to try to throw the ball a bit here on the Raiders, I think. So let's hop into this game. We got 2 games of simulation we're going to be doing here in this episode. Or no, that's mistaken. We're only simulating this 1 week. I forgot. Next week is the Bills. And of course, that's our first matchup against a division rival. Definitely want to see that. Unfortunately, this game would not go nearly as good as the last. The Raiders handily giving it to the Thunderbirds at home. 34-14. Not really a close game at all for this one. So no building off the momentum of our week 5 victory, unfortunately for us. Mond here would end up throwing 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, so his job is still kind of in flux, I would say. Had a really good game from what we watched, but then in simulation was not good at all. Bijan, still that average is not great, but 2 touchdowns. You gotta love it. 85 yards for Preston Williams would lead the way. Only allowed 1 sack, so it wasn't a bad day for us in that sense. 3 TFLs for Jalen Carter. Doesn't look like anybody here got a sack, though. No sacks, no picks, only 1 deflection, no forced fumbles. So defense wasn't really making any plays. Offense wasn't making any plays either. Cole Strange, gonna upgrade him, but unfortunately Mack Wilson would also fail his dev trade scenario with that game. We obviously didn't hold the Raiders to anything, and he didn't get the TFLs or the forced fumbles that he needed. So that's gonna end off this episode. We've got the Bills coming up in the next one. Want to take our first look at that division rival. That's all I've got for this episode. I'll be back soon with another. And until then, go Thunderbirds.